The first time I saw Dorian after 5 years, he was smiling on CNBC, talking about his company's innovative approach to sustainable tech. I almost dropped my coffee mug. My hands weren't shaking from fear anymore. They were trembling with rage. My name is Michelle, and I'm the CEO he's desperately trying to merge with. He just doesn't know it yet. Are you sure you want to do this? Camden's voice cuts through my thoughts as we watch the interview replay in my office. We could pass on Hughes Enterprises entirely. Their financials are garbage anyway. I turn down the volume as Dorian flashes that practiced smile, the same one he'd give my mother right after leaving bruises on my arms. Did you know my sister still has him over for Christmas dinner? She posts the photos every year. Family isn't just blood, she captions them. Camden leans against my desk, concern etched on his face. Michelle. I'm fine, I say, standing up. Pull the merger application files. I want to see exactly how desperate he is. The numbers tell a story Dorian wouldn't want public. His company is hemorrhaging money, 3 failed products, 2 class action lawsuits, and a mass exodus of talent. He needs this merger like he used to need control, completely and totally. Neil Watson is their point person, Camden says, sliding over another folder. Young guy, ambitious, probably has no idea about any of this. I flip through Neil's credentials. Perfect. Set up the initial meeting. But Camden, make sure it's clear that the CEO, me, won't be present for preliminary discussions. Playing the mysterious tech founder card. Something like that. My phone buzzes. It's my mother, Virginia. I haven't answered her calls in years, but I still read her texts. Darling, heard your company is reviewing Hughes Enterprises. Dorian's done amazing things. He always said you had potential in business. Maybe this is a sign? I laugh, but it comes out hollow. A sign, right. What did she say? Camden asks. She's already working angles for him. Probably doesn't even realize she's trying to convince me to save my own abuser's company. I toss the phone aside. Set up the meeting for next week. And Camden, make sure they know our terms are non-negotiable. That night, I stand in front of my bathroom mirror, studying my reflection. The scared girl who used to hide her bruises with makeup is gone. In her place stands someone else. Someone who built a billion-dollar company from the ashes of her old life. My sister Marley called me weak when I finally ran. You're just giving up, she said. Dorian's trying to help you be better. Better. I touch the faint scar above my eyebrow. A souvenir from being better. My phone rings again. This time it's Jessica, an old friend who chose his side. I let it go to voicemail. The message she leaves makes my blood run cold. Michelle, it's Jess. Look, I'm working on a story about anonymous tech CEOs and, well, we should talk. Soon. I call Camden immediately. We have a problem. Jessica Hicks just reached out. She's sniffing around. The merger announcement must have sparked something. Want me to handle it? No, I say, a plan already forming. Let's move up the timeline. Schedule the pitch meeting for next week. I want to see Dorian squirm before he realizes who really holds his future in their hands. I hang up and open my laptop, pulling up the merger documents. 5 years ago, I couldn't even leave my house without permission. Now I'm about to decide if his company lives or dies. My mother's text flashes again. He's changed, Michelle. People deserve second chances. I type out a response but delete it. Instead, I pull up the merger terms and start making adjustments. Second chances are earned, not given. And Dorian? He's about to learn that Karma has a corner office and signs her own checks. The meeting is set for Tuesday. I'll be watching from behind one-way glass as the man who tried to break me begs for salvation. He won't see me, but I'll see everything. And this time, I'm the one with all the power. Miss CEO, I can't thank you enough for taking this meeting, Neil says, straightening his tie as he settles into the conference room chair. He can't see me behind the one-way glass, but I can read every micro-expression on his earnest face. "Please, proceed with your presentation," Camden says smoothly, playing his role as my proxy. I watch Neil launch into his pitch, noting how his enthusiasm seems genuine. He truly believes in what he's selling, just like I once believed in Dorian's promises. Hughes Enterprises has developed revolutionary sustainable tech solutions, Neil continues, flipping through his slides, with your company's distribution network and our innovation. Innovation? Camden interrupts, glancing at the financial reports. Your last 3 products failed compliance testing. Neil's confidence wavers. Those were temporary setbacks. Mr. Hughes has a clear vision for... Speaking of Mr. Hughes, Camden cuts in. Why isn't he here today? He wanted to be, sir. He specifically requested a meeting with your CEO. I pressed the intercom button, my voice digitally altered. Mr. Watson, we don't do special requests. Neil jumped slightly at the unexpected voice. Of course, I apologise, it's just... Mr. Hughes feels this merger is crucial for both companies' futures. Crucial for his future, you mean? I say. Your company's bleeding money. The door opens, and my assistant Sarah walks in with an envelope. Urgent delivery for Mr. Watson. Neil opens it, his face paling as he reads. These are private communications. Between Dorian Hughes and my mother, I say through the intercom. Attempting to leverage personal connections for business advantages? That's not very professional. I wasn't aware of these, Neil stammers. Camden slides another folder across the table. Your company's real financials, not the doctored versions in your pitch deck. Neil's hands shake as he reviews the documents. There must be some mistake. No mistake, I say. Mr. Hughes has been lying to you, just like he lies to everyone else. How did you get these? Neil asks. I have my sources, including Valerie, though I keep that to myself. Tell Mr. Hughes we'll consider the merger, but our terms are non-negotiable. After Neil leaves, Camden enters my observation room. That was cruel, Michelle. The kid's just doing his job. He needs to learn who he's really working for. I gather my things. Any word from Jessica? She's been asking questions about our CEO's identity. Should we be worried? My phone buzzes. Another text from my sister Marley. Mum says you're reviewing Dorian's merger proposal. Please don't let personal issues cloud your judgment. He's family. Family, I scoff, showing Camden the message. Funny how that word only matters when they need something. Michelle, Camden starts, don't, just schedule the next meeting, this time with Dorian. Are you sure? Yes, but first I need you to do something else. I hand him a USB drive. Release these documents to the board. They show exactly how Dorian's been cooking his books. This could tank his company before the merger even happens. That's the point. I want him desperate when he walks into that room. Later that night, my phone rings again. It's Jessica. Michelle, please don't hang up. I consider it, but something in her voice stops me. What do you want? I know it's you, the CEO everyone's been trying to identify. I have proof. My heart races, but my voice remains steady. What proof? Security footage from a tech conference 3 years ago. You were there, weren't you? Speaking behind a screen? If you run that story, Jessica. I'm not going to, she interrupts, but others are looking. You need to be careful. After hanging up, I call Camden. Move up Dorian's meeting to tomorrow. That's not much notice. Good, I want him off balance. I pause. And Camden, make sure the conference room cameras are running. I want to record every second of his face when he realises who he's been begging to save him. The pieces are falling into place. Tomorrow, Dorian Hughes walks into my web thinking he's heading towards salvation. Instead, He's walking straight into Karma's waiting arms. "You're looking well, Virginia," Valerie says, her voice carrying through my earpiece as I listen to their lunch meeting. "How long has it been?" "Too long," my mother replies. "Thank you for meeting me on such short notice." I sit in my car across the street from the restaurant, watching through tinted windows. Valerie, Camden's sister and my secret ally, agreed to wear a wire for this meeting. My mother has no idea she's really talking to someone in my inner circle. "Of course. You mentioned something about Hughes Enterprises." "Yes," my mother says eagerly. "Dorian's been like a son to me since everything happened with Michelle." My fingers tighten on the steering wheel. "Your daughter?" Valerie prompts. "I heard she left town years ago." "She was always difficult. Dorian tried so hard with her. Even now he speaks of her with such kindness." I flash back to my last family dinner 6 years ago. Dorian's hand gripping my thigh under the table, warning me to stay quiet as he charmed everyone with stories about our perfect relationship. "Mom, please," Marley had said when I tried to speak up. "Can't you just be grateful for once? Dorian's so good with people." The memory makes me nauseous. "I understand you have connections with the tech company considering their merger?" my mother asks Valerie. "I do, but Virginia, if you're asking me to influence the decision..." "Just a good word. Dorian's company has so much potential. It would be a shame if personal matters interfered." My phone buzzes. It's Camden. "Jessica's article is ready to run. She's giving us 24 hours to comment." I text back, "Set up a meeting." "With Jessica?" "No, with Marley." 2 hours later, I'm sitting in another car, this time outside my sister's house. Through the window, I can see her playing with her kids, living the perfect life she always wanted, the life she protected by ignoring my bruises. My phone rings. It's Valerie. "Your mother's persistent," she says. "She's convinced Dorian's company just needs a chance." "What else?" "She mentioned a family trust. Apparently, she and your sister invested heavily in Hughes Enterprises last year." I laugh bitterly. "So that's why they're pushing so hard. They'll lose everything if his company tanks." "Michelle, are you sure you want to go through with this?" Before I can answer, a text from Marley pops up. "Just heard about the merger review. Mum says you're involved somehow. We need to talk." "I have to go," I tell Valerie. "Keep me posted." I drive to my office, where Camden's waiting with the latest reports. "Dorian's getting desperate. He's been calling board members all morning." "Good." I take the files. "What about the trust information?" "Here." He hands me another folder. "Your mother and sister invested their inheritance. Everything they have is tied to his company." "They deserve to lose it all," I mutter. "Do they? Your sister has kids, Michelle." "She should have thought about that before betting their future on a man who..." I stop, breathing deep. "Schedule the meeting with Dorian. I'm done waiting." "And Marley's message?" I pull up her text again. After all these years, she still thinks she has the right to demand anything from me. "Tell her..." I pause, an idea forming. "Tell her the CEO will meet with her tomorrow before Dorian's meeting." "Are you going to reveal yourself?" "No. I want to hear what she says when she thinks she's talking to a stranger. I want to know if she'll throw me under the bus again to save him." My phone buzzes with another message from Jessica. "Running out of time, Michelle. Others are connecting the dots." I forward it to Camden. "Make sure security's tight tomorrow. No phones, no recordings." "And if Marley recognizes you?" I touch the scar above my eyebrow, my permanent reminder of why I'm doing this. "She won't. The sister she knew died the night they chose him over me." I look out my office window at the city below. Somewhere out there, Dorian's probably rehearsing his pitch, thinking he can charm his way to salvation. My mother's calling in favours. My sister's preparing to plead his case. They have no idea they're all walking into a trap years in the making. Tomorrow, Karma comes collecting, and I'm going to watch every second of it. I appreciate you meeting me, Jessica says, sliding into the booth across from me. The coffee shop is nearly empty, exactly why I chose it. You look different. Success does that. I keep my voice neutral. Why are you really here, Jessica? She pulls out her phone, showing me a photo. It's from years ago, me speaking behind a translucent screen at a tech conference. This could run tomorrow and destroy your career when it's proven false. I sip my coffee. Is that why you ghosted me back then? Career opportunities? Jessica flinches. I was wrong. We all were. But Michelle, what you're planning? Don't, I cut her off. You lost the right to use my first name when you told Dorian where I was hiding. I didn't know he would. 3 broken ribs, Jessica. That's what your little tip cost me. The waitress approaches. Jessica waits until she leaves before continuing. Your sister called me yesterday. She's worried about the merger. Worried about her investment, you mean? She mentioned your mother's trust. My laugh cuts through the quiet cafe. Of course she did. Let me guess. She's hoping the mysterious CEO will have mercy on their poor financial decisions. Michelle? My phone buzzes. It's Camden. Marley's here early for the meeting. I have to go, I tell Jessica standing. If you run that story, I'll bury you in lawsuits until retirement. Wait, she grabs my arm. There's something else. Dorian's been asking about you, recently, a lot. I freeze. What do you mean? He's been tracking down old contacts, asking questions. I think he knows something's up. I shake off her hand and head for the door, but her next words stop me. He found your old therapist. I turn slowly. What? Dr. Roberts. Dorian convinced her to talk. She broke confidentiality. My hand starts shaking, not from fear, but rage. When? Last week. Michelle, be careful. He's not just desperate about the merger anymore. He's obsessed with finding you. I make it to my car before the panic attack hits. 6 years of carefully constructed walls, and that bastard is still finding ways through them. My phone rings. It's Camden again. Your sister's getting impatient, he says. And Michelle, she brought your mother. I grip the steering wheel, forcing myself to breathe. I'm on my way. When I reach the office, I take the private elevator to my observation room. Through the one-way glass, I see them, Marley and Virginia, sitting primly in the conference room like they're at one of their charity luncheons. The CEO will speak through the intercom only, Camden tells them, playing his part perfectly. That's ridiculous, my mother says. This is a personal matter. I press the intercom button, my voice disguised. Nothing about this merger is personal, Mrs. Wise. Please, Marley leans forward. You don't understand. There's family involved. Family? I can't help the edge in my voice. Like your sister? They both stiffen. What do you know about Michelle? My mother demands. Bina, I know she left an abusive relationship. I know her family chose her abuser over her. And I know they invested everything they had in his company. It wasn't like that, Marley protests. Michelle was always dramatic. Dorian tried to help her. My finger hovers over the intercom button, tempted to reveal everything. But Camden's warning look stops me. This meeting is over, I say instead. Wait, my mother stands. Please, whatever Michelle told you, she's not well. She never was. Dorian is a good man who... I cut the audio. Through the glass, I watch them plead to empty air. Camden enters the observation room. Dorian's meeting is in an hour. Move it up, I say, my voice shaking. I want him here now. And Camden, call Valerie. Tell her to release those financial documents to the board. That'll destroy them all. I watch my mother and sister finally leave, their faces tight with frustrated entitlement. Good. My phone buzzes one last time. A text from Jessica. Story's killed, but Michelle, Make it count. I straighten my jacket, checking my reflection. The scared girl is gone, replaced by someone stronger, someone ready to end this. Don't worry, I whisper to my reflection. I will. Dorian still wears the same cologne. The scent hits me through the ventilation system as he enters the conference room, and suddenly I'm 24 again, covering bruises with concealer. Mr. Hughes, Camden greets him, please have a seat. The CEO won't be joining us in person, Dorian asks, adjusting his tie, a nervous tell I remember well. I'm here, I say through the intercom, my voice disguised. Let's discuss your company's situation. He launches into his pitch, all charm and practiced sincerity. Our sustainable tech division has incredible potential. With your resources, your sustainable tech division failed 3 safety inspections, I interrupt, and your finances are worse than reported. His smile tightens. I'm not sure where you're getting your information. The same place I heard about your history of domestic violence. The room goes silent. Dorian's face drains of colour, then floods red. That's a personal matter. It has nothing to do with business. Character is everything in business, Mr. Hughes. Tell me about Michelle. He recovers quickly. He always does. Michelle was troubled. I tried to help her, but she wasn't stable. Ask anyone. Ask her family? Yes, actually. His confidence returns. Her mother and sister are wonderful people. They'll tell you. Tell me what? That you convinced them their daughter, their sister, was crazy while you abused her? Dorian stands abruptly. Who are you? How do you know these things? Sit down, Mr. Hughes. No, this is inappropriate. I came here to discuss a merger, not be ambushed about my personal life. I press a button and financial documents appear on the conference room screen. Let's discuss your creative accounting instead, or the lawsuits you've buried, or perhaps the money you've been stealing from investors. His face goes pale again. Those documents are confidential. Nothing is confidential from me, Dorian, not anymore. He peers at the one-way glass, trying to see through it. Michelle, I keep my voice disguised. Your company is worthless. Your reputation is about to be destroyed. And the family trust that Virginia and Marley invested in? Gone. You can't. I can. I will. Unless. He leans forward. Unless what? Confess, publicly, to everything. The abuse, the financial fraud, all of it. Dorian laughs, but it's shaky. You're bluffing. You have no proof. I play the audio recording from my old therapist. His voice fills the room. Dr. Roberts, I need to know what Michelle told you. I'll make it worth your while. Stop, he says. Next comes the security footage from our old apartment building, showing me running out at 3 a.m., face bloodied. I said stop. That's not all I have, I say. There's so much more, Dorian, 6 years' worth of evidence. Would you like to see it all? He slumps in his chair, defeated. Then suddenly, he smiles. Michelle, it is you, isn't it? Still hiding, still afraid to face me. I feel Camden tense beside me, but I stay calm. The merger terms are simple. You step down, confess everything, and your investors might get something back. Refuse, and I release everything tomorrow. You wouldn't. Your family would lose everything. They stopped being my family the night they chose you. He stands again, straightening his jacket. You know what? Do it. Release it all, because they'll never believe you. They never have. And you know why? Because you're exactly what I always said you were. Weak, pathetic, and alone. I press another button. The glass becomes transparent. Dorian stumbles back as he sees me, dressed in a perfectly tailored suit, not a hint of fear in my eyes. Wrong, I say in my real voice. I'm the CEO who holds your fate in her hands, and you're the one who's alone. His face contorts with rage. He lunges toward the glass, but security appears instantly, grabbing his arms. "You can't do this," he shouts as they drag him out. "Virginia will never forgive you. Marley will—" The door closes, cutting off his voice. Camden touches my shoulder. "Are you okay?" I realize I'm shaking, but not from fear, from power. Release everything, all of it, now. Michelle. Now, Camden, it's time everyone saw the truth. As security escorts Dorian from the building, my phone buzzes with an alert. The financial documents have already hit the press. The destruction has begun, and I'm finally ready to watch it all burn. "It's everywhere," Camden says, scrolling through the news headlines on his tablet. Tech CEO exposes years of corporate fraud. Hughes Enterprises stock plummets. Domestic violence allegations surface. I stare out my office window at the setting sun. "Any word from my family?" "Your mother's called 16 times. Marley's sent 37 texts." He pauses. "They're losing everything, Michelle." "Show me the messages." He hands me his phone. Marley's texts flash across the screen. "How could you do this to us? My children's college fund was in that trust. You're destroying our family again." My mother's voicemails are worse. "Michelle, please, we can fix this. Dorian says he'll drop everything if you just stop." I delete them all. "The board wants to meet," Camden says. "They're concerned about potential backlash." "Schedule it for tomorrow, and Camden, get Valerie on the line." Minutes later, Valerie's voice fills the room through the speakerphone. "It's chaos at the investors' meeting. Dorian's trying to claim corporate espionage." "Let him," I say. "We have everything documented." "Michelle," Valerie's voice softens, "your sister's here. She's hysterical." In the background, I hear Marley's voice. "Please, someone has to stop this. She's mentally unstable. She's always been—" I end the call. "Still playing that card," I mutter. Camden steps closer. "The press wants a statement from you, as CEO." "No," I stand up. "Not yet. First, I want to see what Dorian does next." I don't have to wait long. My phone rings, an unknown number. "Hello, Michelle." Dorian's voice makes my skin crawl, but I keep my tone steady. "Making calls from a burner phone now. You think you've won? That this revenge makes you strong?" He laughs. "You're still that scared little girl, hiding behind screens and fake names." Says the man whose empire just crumbled. "I built that empire once. I can build it again." His voice hardens. "But you'll always be running, always looking over your shoulder, because deep down you know you're nothing without me." A message pops up on my computer, an email from Jessica. "Police just arrested Dorian's therapist for destroying evidence. They found recordings." I smile. "Check the news, Dorian. Your therapist just got arrested. Those sessions where you bragged about putting me in my place, they're all coming out." Silence. "Who's running now?" I ask. He hangs up. Camden rushes in. "Michelle, turn on the TV." Breaking news fills the screen. Dorian being led out of his office in handcuffs. The headline reads, "Hughes Enterprises CEO arrested for financial fraud." My phone explodes with notifications, texts from my mother. "They're arresting him. Please stop this. We can still be a family. Just tell them you were confused." From Marley. "The police are questioning Mum about the trust fund. My husband might lose his job over this. I hope you're happy destroying everyone who loved you." I block their numbers. "Your sister's downstairs," Camden says quietly. "Security says she's demanding to see you." For a moment, I consider it. Then I remember her words at that last dinner. "You're just ungrateful. Dorian gave you everything." "Tell security to escort her out," I say, "and Camden, release the hospital records." "All of them?" "Everything. The x-rays, the photos, the police reports I never filed because they convinced me not to." I face him. It's time everyone saw the full truth. He nods and leaves. Through my window, I watch Marley being led to her car, screaming at the building. My mother's probably at the police station still defending Dorian. Their perfect world is shattering, just like mine did 6 years ago. My phone buzzes one last time. Jessica. Story's running tomorrow. Front page. You sure you want to go public as CEO? I think about hiding behind screens and fake names, about that scared girl who used to flinch at loud noises. I text back, schedule the press conference. It's time everyone met the real CEO. Camden returns. Everything's released. There's no going back now. I watch the sun disappear behind the city skyline. Good, because this time I'm not the one who needs to run. The news keeps playing in the background. More arrests, more revelations, more destruction. And for the first time in 6 years, I feel completely free. The press conference room buzzes with anticipation. I stand behind the curtain, listening to reporters speculate about the mysterious CEO finally revealing herself. Ready? Camden asks, adjusting my microphone. Before I can answer, my phone vibrates. A text from Valerie. Dorian's being released on bail. Your mother posted it. Of course she did, I mutter. We can postpone, Camden offers. No. I straighten my jacket. I'm done hiding. The curtain parts. Camera flashes explode as I walk to the podium. The room goes silent as recognition dawns on their faces. My name is Michelle, I begin, and I'm the CEO of... The back doors burst open. Dorian strides in, followed by my mother and Marley. This is a private event, Camden says into his earpiece, but I raise my hand. Let them stay, I say into the microphone. They should hear this. Dorian's smile is razor sharp. Still need an audience for your dramatics. Sit down, I tell him. You've done enough talking for both of us over the years. He starts to respond, but security guards flank him. He sits, my mother and sister joining him in the back row. 6 years ago, I continue, I left an abusive relationship with nothing but bruises and a promise to myself. That promise wasn't about revenge. It was about power, the power to ensure no one could hurt me again. Cameras click rapidly. In the back, Marley shifts uncomfortably. The evidence released yesterday isn't just about corporate fraud. It's about the pattern of abuse that everyone ignored. The family who chose status over safety. The system that failed to protect me. You're lying, my mother shouts. Virginia, Dorian warns, but it's too late. Show them, I tell Camden. The screen behind me fills with images, hospital records, police reports, security footage. In the back row, Marley covers her mouth. My own sister, I say, looking directly at her, told me I was ungrateful while I hid bruises with makeup. My mother said I provoked him while I nursed broken ribs. That's not, Marley starts. Play the audio, I tell Camden. Marley's voice fills the room. Dorian's so good with people. You're just jealous because he succeeded where you failed. Then my mother's. If you'd just try harder to make him happy. Dorian stands. This is slander. No, I say calmly, this is truth. And here's more truth. Your company didn't fail because of me. It failed because you're a fraud, just like your charm, just like your success. He lunges forward, but security catches him. You think you've won. You're nothing without me. Tell them, Virginia. Tell them how unstable she is. My mother rises, but her voice shakes. Michelle, please, we can still fix this. Fix what? I ask. Your reputation, your bank accounts, or the fact that you watched him destroy me and called it love? Marley approaches the podium, tears streaming. We didn't know. We didn't want to know. Get out, I tell them, all of you. Security escorts them away. Dorian's threats echo down the hallway, but they sound hollow now, powerless. I turn back to the reporters. I built this company from nothing because I had nothing left to lose. Today, I'm announcing a new initiative, a foundation for domestic violence survivors, funded by the remnants of Hughes Enterprises. The room erupts with questions. I answer each one, my voice steady, my head high. Through the window, I see Dorian being driven away, my mother and sister standing lost in the parking lot. After the conference, Camden finds me in my office. "Police want to talk to you about pressing charges," he says. "And the board? They're impressed. Stock's actually up." "What about my family?" He hesitates. "Your mother's house is being seized as part of the fraud investigation. Marley's husband quit his job. Couldn't take the scandal." I should feel something. Guilt, maybe, or sadness. Instead, I feel light. Free. "Michelle," Camden says softly, "was it worth it?" I look at my reflection in the window. The woman staring back isn't a victim or a survivor. She's a force of nature. "Truth is always worth it," I tell him, "even when it burns everything down." My phone buzzes one last time, a text from Jessica. "You did it. You really did it." Yes, I think. I finally did. And I'm never looking back. "Welcome to the opening of the Survivors Rise Foundation," I say into the microphone, looking out at the crowd. The converted Hughes Enterprises building now houses something meaningful. A shelter, legal aid offices, and career training facilities. In the front row, Camden and Valerie smile encouragingly. Jessica sits nearby, her press badge catching the light. She's here as an ally now, not a threat. "Someone once told me I was nothing without him," I continue. "He was wrong. We are all something. We are all worthy, and we are never alone." As applause fills the room, I notice movement at the back entrance. Marley slips in, looking smaller than I remember. Our eyes meet, and she doesn't look away. After the ceremony, she approaches the podium. "You look good," she says quietly. "Why are you here?" "I sold my wedding ring," she swallows hard. "I want to donate the money to the foundation." "Trying to buy forgiveness?" "No." She wrings her hands, a nervous habit from childhood. "I'm trying to do one right thing. Finally." Before I can respond, Camden rushes over. "Michelle, you need to see this." He shows me his tablet. Dorian's trial verdict has been announced. Guilty on all counts. 20 years. "Mum's in the hospital," Marley says, seeing the news. "She had a breakdown when they seized the house. Keeps saying she failed both her daughters." "She did." "I know," Marley's voice cracks. "So did I." I study my sister's face, really look at her for the first time in years. The designer clothes are gone, replaced by something simple and worn. Her perfectly manicured life has crumbled, leaving something raw and real. "I have a board meeting," I tell her. "But if you're serious about helping—" "I am. Talk to Camden. We need volunteer coordinators." Her eyes widen. "You trust me to—" "No," I cut her off. "Not yet. But everyone deserves a chance to rebuild, even you." In my office later, I find a letter on my desk. Jessica's handwriting. "Found this in Dorian's seized files. Thought you should have it." Inside is a photo. Me at 24, bruised but smiling, holding my business school acceptance letter. On the back, Dorian's handwriting. "Have to stop this. She can't think she can survive without me." Camden enters as I'm staring at it. "The foundation's first success story is ready," he says. "Want to meet her?" In the counselling room, a young woman sits nervously. Her sleeve rides up, revealing familiar bruises. "I'm Michelle," I say, sitting across from her. "Tell me your story." She hesitates, then speaks in a rush. "My family doesn't believe me. They say I'm overreacting, that he's such a good person." "I understand," I tell her. "Better than you know. I share my story, not the CEO version, but the real one, about fear and family and finding strength." As I talk, her shoulders straighten, her eyes clear. "What do I do?" she asks. I hand her a business card. "You take the first step. We'll handle the rest." That evening, I find Marley organising supply donations. "I have something for you," she says, pulling out an old photo album. "Found it in Mum's stuff before the seizure. Inside are pictures of us as kids, before everything went wrong. 2 sisters who once protected each other. I can't change what happened, Marley whispers, but I'm trying to change what happens next. I close the album. Start by helping her, I say, nodding toward the young woman from earlier. She needs people who believe her. Like I should have believed you. Like we all should have believed each other. My phone buzzes, Camden reminding me about tomorrow's board meeting, about expansion plans and funding proposals, about the future. I look around at what we've built, not just a successful company, but a place of transformation, where victims become survivors and survivors become warriors. Michelle, Marley calls as I turn to leave. Thank you, not for forgiving me, but for showing me how to be strong. I think of that photo Dorian tried to destroy, of the girl who dared to dream of independence. Strength was never the problem, I tell her. The problem was letting others convince us we were weak. I head to my office, passing walls lined with success stories, each one a testament to resilience, to rising, to reclaiming power. Some say revenge is best served cold. But this is better. This is justice served with purpose, with healing, with hope. And it burns brighter than vengeance ever could.